Bam! It's Wednesday morning, I gotta get up and go to school, yeah. I wish I can sleep all day. But you gotta get up. Get up, get up, get up. You got a dream to chase today. This your boy Berealsteve. Hey, this morning I want to talk about the power of persistence. The power of persistence. By the way, please tell somebody, man. You know, I get up, I wake up every morning, I say, hey, I really feel like I got something to tell the world, man. And so subscribe, man. Tell your friends and tell your homeboy. Be like, hey, man. Hey, check Berealsteve out. Man, who is Berealsteve? Man, he be on some real stuff, man. Look him up, man. Look him up, man. Alright, I'll look him up, and then they'll come look it up. But, you know, say something, man. You know, if you feel like I'm saying something. And look, by the way, I do not claim to know everything. I'm just an individual who listens to older people. I do research, and these methods I bring to you have been tried and proven by the world's most intelligent and most wealthiest men and women who have ever lived. So don't ever think I claim to know it all. I'm willing and disciplined enough to read a book, and some of y'all ain't gonna read a book. If I drop a book on some of y'all there, you like, man, who gonna read it big? Who gonna read that big old book, man? I haven't read this. But by the way, Malcolm X, man, read it. Must read. One of the books that really changed my ideology of thinking, man. But many people ask these questions: why haven't I finished school? Why haven't I lost weight? Why haven't I saved money? Okay, these are the primary questions that an individual asks themselves on a daily basis. They ask themselves this when they're driving. They ask themselves this when they're eating and when they're spending that same money. My word of wisdom on that is take it slow. Take it slow. Sometimes we try to say, I remember when I first wanted to start saving money. If I made $200, I want to save $100. No, you don't even make enough to save $100. Try saving $5. Try saving $4. Maybe try saving $3 every time you get some money. Start small. You know, even when it comes to eating, you know what I'm saying? Eat one less burger. Don't try to just take all the burgers out of your diet. We got to learn how to take it slow. But if you continue to be persistent in those matters, then change will take place. And let me tell you a story about the power of persistence. And those who live in the South can validate and vouch for me on this. You remember Grandma's house? Do you remember going to Grandma's house? You just had that old folks smell. But anyway, I ain't talking about the old folks smell. Back at Grandma's house, do you remember right in her bathtub where that water continued to drip and continue to drip and continue to drip? Right where that water dripped at, the bathtub was a different color than the rest of the tub. You remember? Yes! Okay. That water was so persistent and dropping in the same area that it broke the foundation of the tub. And this color of the tub was a different color than this color of the tub because the persistent dripping of that water broke the paint. It broke the foundation. If you are persistent in anything, if you continue to be persistent, you will break through. You will break the foundation of that thing you're trying to be persistent in. And let me say this. Start giving more persistent, intelligent time to your dream. Okay, if you want to be a lawyer, when the last time did you read a book on lawyers? You want to be a doctor? When is the last time you watched a movie on doctors and rented out a book on doctors and read that book and disciplined yourself? Start spending time in those books and individuals who are already in that profession and put yourself around those people. If you got a doctor that you go to church with or you know in the community, spend time with him. And what if a lot of people say, well, that's a crazy doctor. He crazy. Okay, if he is crazy, get around him and take the things that you need to take. And the stuff that he's crazy at, let it go. Take the meat and spit out the bones. Everybody has some good to offer to society. So find those things that are good and run with it. Another book I like to recommend to y'all before I go, man, The Purpose Driven Life, man, by Rick Warren. Check it out, man. It's a good book, man. It'll change the way you look at life and it'll change the way you think. Of course, Barack Obama, man, you know, I'm not trying to tell everybody to, you know, I don't care if you voted for Barack or not, you know, he's the president, but he did come out with a remarkable book that had a lot of significant things in it. The Audacity of Hope, man, and, you know, check it out. Bet.